What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in, and I do apologize. I've been trying to get stream stuff going on. It's been crazy. Anyway, I just thought it'd be a really good, interesting topic to talk today about the potential of Bully, the game, the beloved game, where, you get to act out your school fantasies and you get to be a bully. And it's beloved by many. It's from Rockstar. Great game. It's been one of my favorites on Xbox. I have the Scholarship Edition. Really fun game. And I thought, it'd be really cool if it was on the Nintendo Switch. And I thought this would be really, really fun. And I'm not the only one. I've seen and talked to a couple of people who would actually agree that Bully would be awesome on the Nintendo Switch system. So, we'll talk about that in this video, but before we get going on this video, here's where you guys can find this video and all of my others on my platform. So on Twitter at WillYork_23, Twitch Texedo28, and YouTube Will York. You guys can also find me on Discord, and I'm also streaming on Facebook. You guys can also add me on Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and the 3DS system. So also, just kind of quick look at my upcoming stream schedule. Remember, I am streaming on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I am planning sometime next week, possibly next Monday. I'm going to try to do another one of these videos. This one is with Far Cry Primal. This is another one of those games that's not on Switch that I would love to see on the Nintendo Switch. So I will do an in-depth look, just kind of like what I'm about to do here today. Also, possibly this month, Nintendo Direct final predictions, maybe, and also a reaction, we'll see. And then on June 24th, so that is about 2 weeks from Friday, because 2 weeks from today, Fall Guys officially comes out on the Nintendo Switch and Xbox, and I cannot wait for this. I seriously cannot wait to play some Fall Guys with you guys. So, I hope you guys are willing to come in and join me on that. I will do some main shows, and then we could do some squads, and I might do some custom shows while I'm at it too. So, anyway, that is the upcoming stream schedule, and like I said, I am going to talk about Bully, but there's one extra thing that I am going to do, and I have a nice little package here. I'm going to open up for you guys. So, and if it's mentioned, it has to do something with Jurassic World Dominion. Of course, I'm super pumped for this movie. Comes out in 3 days. I'm going to go see it on that Friday night. I'm going to go see it with my little brother and his girlfriend. We're going to go see it opening night. So, I cannot wait to get into the movie. So, if you're curious to know, I got this from Amazon. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. Ooh. I bought this specifically so I can wear this to the premiere. So, look at that. Oh, this is sweet. Actually, it might turn off the light. That just brings out the color a little more. Wow. That is so cool. This is so awesome. So, I was just looking around for Jurassic World Dominion shirts, and these were actually a pretty good one on Amazon. So I was able to try it and just, try it out their virtual fit on, the virtual try on stuff. And I like the way it looks. I like the color. I had a lot of different color choices. But this one's actually pretty sweet. So I'm definitely going to wear this Friday night to the premiere. So, this is going to be awesome. The movie's going to be great. And it's even going to be awesome wearing this. So, I'm thrilled and I'm pumped about it. So, I just managed to get that over the weekend too. So, just kind of turning on back the light. So, alright, let's get into the video. Let's get into it. So, where to begin? So, I did want to mention, I wanted to look at the Switch, how it would look like on a Nintendo Switch, like a Pro Controller, and also the Joy-Cons. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pop up this graphic. So this is basically the Xbox 360 controls for the game. And then I will kind of make comparisons with the Pro Controller. So looks like the LT left trigger, and that is usually and of course these controls are almost the same as the Xbox itself. So left trigger is a lock on, and then you got LB, which is your left bumper. That is a cycle previous weapon. Right trigger is to fire it, and right bumper is cycle next weapon. And then you got your left stick, which if you move it, you move with the left stick. Right analog stick is the camera. If you click it, push down on it, click on it, you can look back on the left, and right side click to crouch. Okay. The Y button on the very top would be grapple and interact. Xbox for X is the melee attack. B is to jump, and A is to sprint. So those are your controls on foot. You also got your map and back to start. Let's see. D-pad left, secondary task. D-pad right, primary task. Up and down, zoom. D-pad up, down, zoom. Okay. So first, let me turn this music down a little bit. There you go. So the LB left trigger is, or left bumper, cycle previous record, but the left trigger is also lock on. Also, there's controls on the bikes. Looking at those, dismount, brake and reverse, jump, accelerate, steer bike, camera, map options. Also in vehicle, you can dismount, brake, reverse, accelerate. Okay. So, whoops. Okay. Alright, this is what I wanted. Okay, so this is another look at this graphic, and then kind of looking at it with the Pro Controller. So, this is going to be kind of hard to read because of the graphic. So, what I'll probably have to do, I'll go through over the controls and then kind of look on the Pro Pad, and of course I will. Give me just a second. Look at these same options on the Nintendo Switch system. So, let's start with the Pro Controller and see where this one looks at. So, so the first one we're going to look at is, let's see. Okay, so the one I'm going to look at first is the on foot. So, looks like the Y button would be grapple or interact. So, basically on this would, the X button would actually be the one to do that. So the X button would have to be the one for the grappling. Let's see. So yeah, the X button would have to be the one to grapple, and then your X button here would actually be the Y. So basically, it's just the layout on the letter of the buttons would have to be changed. So this would have to be your grapple. This would have to be your melee. And then what else? A is to jump and B is to sprint. Seems likely, since the controls are mostly similar. Mostly, I say. And then left analog stick, of course, this is simple enough to move the left analog stick. And R would also be the camera. And then left stick, you push that down, that's your look back. And then that would be your crouch. And this would be your D-pads. This would be D-pads. You cycle through. And then you got a back, which is a map, which I think it's going to be the minus button right here. Would be the think the minus button would have to be your back button. And then of course your pause would have to be you see, your start would have to be your options. So your L button would have to be, I think that's going to be your left bumper. I think that's going to be, so left button, L1, L is going to be the left bumper, and then ZL is left trigger, R would be right bumper, and ZR would be right trigger. So, and it's just pretty simple. I think it is mostly like the same as this, only the letters are seem to swapped between X, Y, A, and B. So, and also the same thing would be the same. This would